Hey guys, it's Matty here from Venture Hunting Outdoors Springwood. I'm here today to talk about recommended calibres. In this store we have a huge range of ammunition and it can be quite confusing for a customer coming in deciding what calibre that they need to buy, and then that in turn depends on which gun they need to buy as well. So in this store we have everything from small rimfires such as 22 long rifle and 17s up to big game calibres such as a 458 Lott and everything in between. The two most popular cartridges in Australia would be the 223 and the 308. So they're extremely popular here. They're used for lots of different applications. The 223 is what you'd sort of call more a varmint like a cartridge. So it's more for your smaller game, your rabbits, foxes, dogs, goats, stuff like that. And then the 308 goes up into your bigger game. In Australia, like some of the most popular animals to hunt, I'll start off with deer. So it's generally recommended that 270 is the minimum calibre for deer. This 270 round here. However, for smaller deer species such as fallow and hog deer, the 243 is considered to be acceptable, which is this cartridge right here. So generally when you're hunting, you're trying to make an ethical and lethal shot on a game animal. So we're not talking about culling and head shooting, we're talking about a heart-lung shot to an animal to put it down as ethically and cleanly and quickly as possible. One of the most common calibres for hunting big game in Australia is 30 calibre. Basically starts off at about a 30-30, very common calibre for pigs and smaller deer, and then the 308, which is obviously one of the most popular calibres in Australia. That's this round here. After that, we go to a 30-06, and then here we have a 300 short magnum, Winchester short magnum, a 300 Winchester magnum, and a 300 ultra mag. All of these rounds shoot the same diameter projectile, but at different speeds. And it's a compromise with what you want. The faster the round is, the more powder it has, the larger amount of recoil. And for some people, it's harder for them to shoot a high recoiling rifle. So we need to make an ethical shot on the game that we're targeting. And it's that compromise between what you can shoot accurately, but then what's lethal enough to do what you want. In the last few years, there's been some new calibres released that are really trying to hone in on that longer range market, which is becoming more popular. And these are probably led by the Hornady PRC cartridges. So here we have a 6.5 PRC, a 7mm PRC and a 300 PRC. So these cartridges have been designed to be very accurate and to take the longer heavy for weight projectiles that basically are better for long range shooting. So in store we also have a range of big game calibres, and these are more for the dangerous game. So species such as buffalo, bantam and scrub bulls that are mainly found in northern Australia. So here we have a 375 Holland and Holland, a 416 Rigby, 458 Win Mag, and a 458 Lott. So we also have the rifles to suit those in store, including a collection of premium Rigby rifles. The other thing to look for when you're choosing your ammunition is the construction of the bullet. So you have different weights of bullet that each cartridge can shoot, and you also have different constructions, and they're for different purposes. So you have lightly constructed varmint rounds for thin skin game, right up to monolithic solids that are supposed to be for really deep penetration. That can get confusing, but that's what we're here to help with. So if you've got any questions when you're in store, come to any of the knowledgeable staff and we'll help walk you through it. So my personal hunting journey started with targeting sambar deer in Victoria. They are probably the biggest and strongest deer species in Australia. So my first centerfire rifle was a 30-06, which I used to take several sambar deer, and then I upgraded to a 300 Winchester short magnum, which is still one of my favourite cartridges and one that I use a lot today. Just recently I've gone over to try the 7mm PRC, so I've just built a rifle in 7 PRC to give that a go, and so far it's been very effective on deer-sized animals. So thanks for watching this basic introduction to hunting calibres and recommended calibres in Australia. So for any more information, come into the shop and we'll be able to help you. Thanks guys.